all y'all niggas letting Nas
Freedom of
down.
jail, clips inserted. A baby's being born, same time a man is murdered. The beginning and end. As far as rap go, it's only natural. I explain my plateau and also
Nas, we know it's you, man.
my name.
Keep doing your thing.
Long live the idols made Drew never bite you. Nas is Jesus, Drew is Judas in my Bible. Now, what you about to hear is allegorious win. On how Nas tricked the world, cause drugs is him. I took all the drug raps, taped them on my wall. Some heard a kid from Russia, but Nas what I saw. And since I heard them all, how could I not recall? Godson from Queens, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Fast forward Illmatic clips of him on tour. His slang, his perspective, the jacket stole it all. We grew up on this man, Illmatic being your jam. And you call yourself a fan, but it's hard to understand. I saw some chicken ego trip, said and made a plan to take an oath of silence so Nas could take this stand. I've been Googling for months, September 3rd getting in. While all the jerk lyrics based on Nas' whole career. And you have no idea, how is this not clear? That's our nigga Nas, that in belly place sincere. And if drug ain't Nas, you should hate that shit. So I'ma download it and burn it just to break that shit.
I can't believe y'all letting Nas down.
You clowns will never make it like we made it. All of the bodies in my essays getting cremated. Trial and error since the silent terror. Into the knockout game, straight out the wild and error.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, Bernie. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a guy who had a pretty nice thing going for him. Plenty of dough, plenty of action. Only he wasn't happy because he had a partner. That meant he couldn't be number one. Being number one was very important to him. So he offered to buy the partner out. And when the partner refused to sell, they killed him. Right there. You know, you'd never know. It was a slick job.
Who are you?
Well, I told you. I'm a messenger. And, here's the message. You didn't think that'd work twice, did you? I'll be back, Bernie. And I'll keep coming back. Again and again. And I'll get you. So help me, I'll get you.
You see, mystery is an intellectual process, like in a whodunit. But suspense is essentially an emotional process. Therefore, you can only get the suspense element going by giving the audience information. I dare say you've seen many films which have mysterious goings-on. You don't know what's going, why the man is doing this, why that, and you're about a third of the way through the film before you realize what it's all about.
What if I told you that AZ didn't exist and I put him there, played it like a ventriloquist? Cause niggas spit fake shit and y'all respect it. I spit that real shit and y'all won't buy the record. What if me and the rapper homie was really cool and we used that whole thing as a media tool? Would you say I was a sucker or say I was savvy if I told you motherfuckers that me and K wasn't married? What if Jungle wrote my shit and I'm really illiterate and the whole Nas catalog was just an experiment?
And today we finally find out what's what. What do I think? I think that your old drug is not Nas. He's a white kid from Russia. He's fucking... Nas doesn't have nothing to do with it.
Nothing?
Okay, take two. Okay. This nigga Nas is your old drug. We're gonna ask somebody over here on the street. This guy right here. Excuse me, sir, you think your old drug is Nas?
Yes.
There you go.
See? There you
Told you, just a random person. Just a random person. Kiki, for the people, what do we think it is?
If it's not Nas, Nas definitely has some involvement with the writing portion of it. My take.
You the one that you think that drug is Nas. That drug is not Nas.
No.
You both of them, nigga.
I believe it's not.
You believe it's Nas? Alright. Let's ask one more person what they think about your old drug. Excuse me, sir, you think your old drug is Nas? You're not sure? Alright. Yo, we sitting out here, your old drug show is game day. It's game day. How long y'all brothers knew about this story? About a month. Yeah. So we all caught on late because this shit been going on since the 8th. When y'all first heard it, what y'all thought?
I knew the voice sounded like Nas, but I was on the fence for a second, like for like a split second.
What made you think it might not be him?
I mean, just the fact that a lot of things nowadays aren't that original, and that somebody would really go out there to, you know, be someone else to get attention or to get some type of, you know, publicity off of it. But after like really listening to it on the headphones and sitting home in my room, I was like, alright, I know the writer has to be there. You know, a lot of the content
automatically at work. At work. This is the worst that's going on today. Nas wrote this shit
off the back
for a guy that sound like him.
He's making Nas references
all day.
How can I pull something real quick? Pose on my meat because I run the bars with it. This nigga looks like George Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's confusing you or even like what are you doing to remind anyone else of Boris Kodjoe? My brother, he said, oh, I have to see like visual confirmation. I have to know. And for some reason that wasn't enough.
It's kind of like feeding into the story.
Yeah.
It gets you, you don't even know what you wake up one day and you be like, yo, drugs is Nas, and the next day you wake up, you're like, I don't even know. You were part of one of the most monumental hip hop shows going on. Right? What happened? You and Raz RC battling and you won and you took him off the bill?
No, that's not at all. I have no idea what happened, honestly.
You know Raz?
No idea what's going on, honestly. But I'm excited. I just know I'm going first at 8 o'clock, at 15 minutes, and I'm going back to Boston.
Real quick, real controversial, your old drug, is he Nas or not? In your opinion, from what you, we're not saying you know anything.
He's not Nas.
He's not Nas?
I've seen him rap at me for a while during sound check. He's very
he's in there rapping already?
He did a sound check. It sounds great. He's not Nas.
He's not Nas?
Nice as shit though. He got his shit together. This is gonna be a really good show. I saw someone said already. Fantastic.
This is the first time you met him?
Yeah.
How do you feel about somebody sounding exactly like Nas and not being Nas?
I mean, I don't mind at all. I feel like it's the same situation as, you know, Bronson sounded like Ghostface.
Nah, but that's
I think that eventually fades away. I think give him a couple of years and
So did you hear the mixtape?
Like, no, yes, I heard it.
So that shit don't say 101 different reasons why it's not. Like with the
No. I thought it was me and my DJ when it came out. Me and my DJ rode around for a while listening to it and like debated whether it was or was not. I was like, I'm pretty sure this.
What was one of the reasons that made you think it wasn't him? Besides the video.
It's just, it didn't sound like something Nas would put out now. I don't believe Nas would go back to sounding like Nas ever again.
What you mean, like original Nas?
Like old Nas. That's what it sounded like.
What's up, man? Yo, good luck, brother. Hope you do your thing, brother. We looked you up online. You got some shit.
You guys gonna have
Michael Christmas is definitely a real person. Who'd you come to see?
I came to see The Truth, I guess. Not
Timeless Truth?
Not necessarily Timeless.
Oh, now who would you like to see?
Nas, man. He told me it was Nas.
What you think it is?
I told me the music. I think it was Nas. I read the New Yorker article. They say it's Nas.
Besides articles, what you hear with the music?
The music? That shit sounds like that.
Before the video.
If it's not Nas, I'm booing. He's a Bible.
Also, what happened with the Mass Appeal compilation album that never dropped this year?
What happened? They moved it back. They moved it back.
No, but you made the strongest point that it was Nas out of everybody.
I mean, y'all niggas wasn't Googling. Y'all niggas wasn't Googling, nigga. Y'all niggas gotta Google, niggas. I wonder if anybody seen them come in. That nigga Drake should be out here making friends. Yo, Josh, who came to see it? How many songs did you listen to before you realized that it might be Nas?
I was downloading for the first 2 songs, and then I heard the pitch corrected version. And that's when I was like, this is Nas.
Yo, your old drug. If you are you and not Nas, Sound like yourself, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? That shit ain't, you don't get no props for that shit.
You think it is though?
Nigga, I didn't come to see your old drug, nigga. Who the fuck is that?
That shit is.
It is not. You gotta put it out there.
It's probably my G. I can't say for sure. Cause I'm not here.
Look, it's your old drug. I seen you rapping. You rapping? You got some. People over there thought you was your old drug, but you want to spit around? You got something for us?
See what I got. I'm gonna see if I got any new stuff.
Talk about the new one that you drew up last night.
Did you want to just spit?
Oh, is that the new one? I didn't see that.
That's the one I just spit. You want me to spit the one I just spit? Zippers on my jeans, rubber shivers down your spleen. Half an ounce of promethazine to make that lean. Stunning with my team, purple not green, and she got the greatest ass I have ever seen. Hoes so rude until they see what's in my teeth. Hoes go new, then call me chief like I am Keith. A chopper in the block, what? You can call that heat, but my shit is so strong it'll stop your heartbeat. I ain't fucking with them, boy, strong on me. Pink, yellow, green, all my emotions jarring. Half a brick of Snow White. All of my homes be so tight, but the amount of bullets in my clip is so fucking scarring. It's very working on all my projects right now. You could probably go check it out, promote it on my Instagram.
I thought you with your old drug, but maybe next time, brother. All right. So you see, your little drug over there. That nigga's doing the same thing. He's memorizing bars and he's acting like he's somebody else. His pops wrote that shit. In that equation, that would be Nas. And then your drug is the other nigga. So he's studying bars. At worst, your old drug is gonna be saying Nas bars. What you think?
Man, when I saw the
you
video,
might be a ringer.
No. On the reels, I was the same thing. It gotta be Nas, but then when I saw the video, I was like, oh. So
That's
I don't
all
know.
you needed was the video?
All I needed was the video.
There's a lot of video propaganda.
Because his cadence in the video, his voice didn't match, but the cadence matched.
Like alright, so like he comes out with the EP, right? And that's his Nas shit. But the minute like, you know, Free Turkey comes out, like No Message, like I don't know, it's more like Drugish. You know? And then
Free Turkey?
Yeah.
Well, that one didn't tip you off. He's talking some shit on Free Turkey.
You know, I'm keeping my mind open. I feel like he sounds like it's written by a dude that's older than him and, you know, with different kinds of experiences. But like I said, I don't know, dude. I don't know. He even mentions people that Nas has talked about before. So
He's been
I
so
can't call
Prodigy yesterday. Like, you still think it's not Nas? So if it's not Nas, how y'all gonna act?
I'm trying to be.
You gonna be disappointed or not?
I'm gonna be disappointed, but I'm gonna be respectful.
You're gonna be a group of guys.
Yo, you know what we gonna do? We gonna do like the LA Clippers and take all our shirts, take our shirts off and throw that shit in the middle of the floor if it's not Nas. When you first heard it was Nas or Drew?
When I first heard it was Drew. When he said he looked like Boris Cujo, it was Nas. Like, white people can't say they look like Boris Cujo.
Who you came to see, Nas? Oh. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's not judge it. Let's not judge it. Why you think it's cool for somebody to sound just like Nas?
He doesn't sound just like that. He sounded like a hungry Nas, and Nas hasn't been hungry in a minute, so.
So you think that Nas could have just not ate for a couple of months and be hungry?
I don't think so, no.
So, Grandma on something, right? You used to watch it on YouTube when it was originally out there? So, when you go on Reddit and all these other internet sites, right, it's not the same regurgitated shit that like 5 people say? Because you're saying exactly what 5 people said on the internet. Nah, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a whole bunch of people that randomly pick different reasons why it is. He got the same reason why it isn't. Because that's the only lie that they made up. Was that it was a guy that was on the internet, he was so dope and they erased it. That doesn't make too much. It's shady. It's like, it is shady. It is shady. I don't even know. What do you think?
Honestly, there's enough in there in his songs that, like, you know, it's unmistakable. You know what I mean? He says things that only Nas would say. The whole PBS Mysteries thing, the whole thing about going through his divorce. Yeah. All these things, you know what I mean? Like, either he's trying to capitalize off of them, or it's him.
Did you listen to Nas from the beginning, or you just here for the ride?
I'm here to see what the hell it is.
What the hell it is?
Man, Nas
so it doesn't even matter.
Free shit.
Up with something, guys. Who you came to see, Nas or Old Drug?
Nas.
Who you came to see, brother? Who you came to see? What's up, brother? Pose.
I came to see Nasir Jones.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man.
It's definitely not Nas.
It's definitely not Nas?
150%.
150%. So you work with them too, huh? Okay. A guy that sounds like Nas. How do you feel about that?
Alright. Long story short, I think as rap fans of our age, we have to accept the fact that there are going to be dudes who sound like the people who we grew up with and who we idolize. And we have to accept that.
Everybody, let's just pay attention. There's ringers in the crowd. Ringers performing in the crowd. They know drugs. They're going to keep lying until we see now. You guys know what we're here for. What you here for?
I like to see it, but I'd like it to be not.
It's not. He's a ringer!
This isn't fair! How can you tell who's sane and who's insane?
Well, we have a very simple method. Whoever has that stamp on his hand is insane.
Put him in with the big white guy who thinks he's the little black guy.
This would sharpen you up and make you ready for a bit of the old ultra-violence. It was the next day, brothers, and I had truly done my best morning and afternoon to play it their way and sit like a horror show cooperative malchick in the chair of torture while they flashed nasty bits of ultra-violence on the screen. Though not on the soundtrack, my brothers, the only sound being music. Then I noticed, in all my pain and sickness, what music it was that, like, cracked and boomed.
People who understand innovation, give me standing ovations. Who accept things, they demand information. Different viewpoints from a multitude of sources. Make it work for the kids like me going through the bosses. Even my personal life and where it's fall. Away from y'all as possible, you ain't gonna know my kids' ball. Already distant as it is, Paul, cause people in showbiz.
But I could not shut me glazzies. And even if I tried to move my glass balls about, I still could not get out of the line of fire of this picture.
I'm sick. Get something to be second.
You're right. This ain't no Jones in the sock. Hand rap is over echelon. PBS throwing my special on. Sometimes I box my special to feel special. But I keep the private like private, real professional. I'm rather the senseless killing, spilling your guts doesn't make it worse. Feel you're overstood.
Why is he saying that? Stop that!
Storytelling. I'm bet money if you're in the snatch open that storytelling. With the Scooby show to say, like the group they go into the police force get.
Stop it, please, I beg you,
Ladies and gentlemen, today is an historic moment. The problem of criminal violence is soon to be a thing of the past. But enough of words. Actions speak louder than action now. Observe all.
So the whole vibe is mad funny. We go in there and it's like, yo, everybody's looking mad tense. This shit looking like a wait. But even before that, when this nigga, no disrespect to this guy, Michael Christmas, he came out there, he was doing a Pokemon song. He was doing some Pokemon shit. I was like, damn, probably not even Nas. Nas don't fuck with no Pokemon type shit. Like, this not even the type of shit that he probably support.
I know it's my destiny, if I told you my best friend, in the world we must defend Pokemon.
What we were after now was the old surprise visit. That was a real kick, and good for laughs and lashings of the old ultra-violent.
So it sounded like they was playing a song. It sounded mad crispy and like it was a song. And when the nigga came out the curtain, cause he was rhyming behind the curtain supposedly, but when he came out behind the curtain, to me, it looked like he wasn't even rapping the last line of that rhyme when he came out.
Trying to get yours. I'm forever enshrined. I'm forever enshrined. I'm forever enshrined. It's good, though. Let's arrest this whole bitch to get y'all last time. Listen up.
The nigga came out and he was like, yo, I'm like, nigga, you were just rhyming. Why you saying yo at the end of your rhyme so quick? Like, you was just supposed to be rhyming. Yo is like the introduction kind of situation going on. Like, he just said the last word of his rhyme and went into yo. That shit seemed fugazi because when you hear it and he was behind the thing, it sounded like Nas. You was like, oh shit, it's Nas! You was like, it's Nas, nigga, it's Nas, I told you. Then he came out and it was like, it's not even Nas, it's some bullshit. When Nas ain't come out, niggas got into a fucking frenzy. Niggas everywhere in the crowd started grabbing their girls, doing a Suge Knight. This shit was bananas out here. They was not having that. People was fucking going nuts. Like, where's Nas?
Oh, y'all got me a sold out show. What's the wrong? Matter of fact, it was the music, right? The music first, and then y'all helped it. For real. Yo, like, that's what's up, like, yo, no fucking picture, so the human imagination is broad, man. There's some shit called power of suggestion, you know what I mean? Some people, let me just let y'all do y'all, like, thanks, man.
He said a whole bunch of cryptic shit. The nigga was like, yo, I'm the new he's like, yo, I'm the new Vinny Manilli, or Minnie Vanilli, whatever, Milli Vanilli, Schmilli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli.
He said he was the real Milli Vanilli.
Yo, I'm the new Milli Vanilli in this bitch, for real. Girl, you think I'm playing?
What the fuck is you saying that for, my nigga?
You felt ill this afternoon because you're getting better. You see, when we're healthy, we respond to the presence of the hateful with fear and nausea. You're becoming healthy, that's all. By this time tomorrow, you'll be healthier still.
Woolly Mammoth, he brought up Woolly Mammoth in one of the first rare freestyle.
Ripped his flip fully like a bully from one school that came to bully another school's bully. Cats begin to fume Woolly Mammoth in the room. It's not even safe to assume.
Hold on, it's the elephant in the room, right? You gotta address it. Yo, it's not even an elephant anymore, it's a fucking Woolly Mammoth. Yo, those are extinct, right? Yeah. Yo, do your Googles and let me get back to me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I came home and like he said, with the power of suggestion, I took Drug's power of suggestion at the show. I came home and Googled fucking Woolly Mammoth, and Woolly Mammoth they're cloning Woolly Mammoths now. They're in the process of trying to clone a Woolly Mammoth because they found out DNA of an old ass Woolly Mammoth and they're trying to clone it. So I Googled it. Your power of suggestion is telling me you want me to think that you're like a Nas
We are not
clone.
smart enough to figure out life. I feel like life is tests, a bunch of tests. And we get a lot of answers right, but we're not gonna figure it all out, because if we figure it all out, there's no reason to be here.
You needn't take it any further, son. You've proved to me that all this ultra-violence and killing is wrong and terribly wrong. I've learned my lesson, sir. I see now what I've never seen before. I'm cured, praise God.
So a lot of this shit is tied into Clockwork Orange. I would get deep into it, but y'all niggas need to watch that movie and then listen to your old drugs and see what's going on with the comparisons, because it's not that much time in this video for me to keep talking about that shit.
My album is available. Just go purchase that. That's the Polo Vision. He endorses this, or maybe not.
No, look, I endorse real hip hop, and I hear Nas all over Drugs lyrics, and people keep saying a good.
Sold him my album. He said talking about drugs.
So I got to interview DJ Skizz. That nigga, like, he must have went to the school of acting that Raekwon went to, because his acting was horrible. That shit was horrible. Like, I was like, damn, Raekwon could have acted. I just want your honest opinion. Are we wrong to ever think it was Nas due to the blatant Nas references that was all over the whole project?
Yes.
Who told you that? It's George. Gordon, you're being fooled. Carry on. He found out that the master wants you to inherit his place. I saw what happened, so he fought. Shut up! You're lying just to save your life.
No, I'm saying I don't agree with you. You don't think it's like Nas?
So he's Drew. You know, his own person. You know what I'm saying? It's his own life, his own person. He's very skilled. You know what I'm saying? He's an incredible rapper.
You trying to call me a liar?
No, brother.
Well, you must think I'm awfully stupid.
At the end of the day, we all know what it is, and Nas probably wrote that. But Skiz, you got skills, and you got your story straight, so I can't budge you.
There's only one way to prove my innocence. Trust me. It was Stuart Gordon. Avenge our master, please.
We put the project out, we didn't have no images and shit, it was just the music. That's all we put out, the music. That's it. And motherfuckers got on that fucking conspiracy shit. Yo, good looking though, y'all on street team, shout out to y'all.
I apologize. Nah, I've been showing love since day one. Fuck out of here, like it's my fault you're not Nas. Like, my nigga, that's your fault. Why you not Nas, nigga? I didn't make you not Nas. The fuck out of here. You try to go up there and try to tell us little stories of fake shit that don't got nothing to do with not being Nas. Like, my nigga, fuck out of here. You're not Nas. Time to truth. Yo, we got a moment of truth. Are we wrong to still think that Nas got anything to do with this?
Yeah. Very wrong.
Very wrong?
Yeah, you crazy.
Nigga looked me in the face and he's like, yo, I'm gonna tell you a temporary lie, yo. Like, I thought you was timeless truth. Fuck you telling me these lies for? Like, I know what it is. Nigga, you a master MC, my nigga. Why would you think that Drew is Nas if he's not Nas? Why would you even consider it? Because the subject matter, the content, there's a lot of things that you know mixed together make you think that that's your nigga Nas. You know, first of all, you can tell Drew this too, because I'm gonna say this shit on the internet. I showed the nigga Wild Love, whether you think or not, he owes me a little bit of respect more than try to play me like.
Nah, really. You're in New York?
Yeah, that's what's up, but that's because I did research about something that I care about, which is my hip hop culture, and I'm respected for that, and I just don't come out of nowhere and just don't do nothing. You know, I got an album, I got Coogee Rap on, I got KRS-One, Death Press. We all do what we do, and we all rap for that real hip hop. You don't fuck with Nas?
I do fuck with Nas.
You don't think his lyrics are heavily Nas influenced?
I think the man has no control over what his natural voice sounds like.
Right. No, I'm not talking about the voice no more. We done it. That guy sound like Nas.
I put it like this. I'm influenced from where I come from. So anybody could digest any one of us New York rappers and say, you do this from here and there. You know what I mean? Like, people came at me and said, you sound like G-Rap. I'm not trying to sound, I'm influenced.
You sound, yeah, you influenced by it, but you got your own thing that's in it that nobody will mistake you that far.
Yo, with all respect, dude, my man, I'll tell you it's all subject to opinion.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me?
They told me his description before I did. When I heard the music, somebody said Skiz had something to do with it. Skiz my boy, I like you Skiz, I went in, right? They sent me a song, we got a song coming out soon, right? And then I bumped into your shit. I was like, yo, this is so ill. I'm like,
but you know that.
But I didn't see
his
face.
Mixtape?
I didn't see his face till today.
No, but did you hear the mixtape before my shit?
Yeah.
And you wasn't like, yo, this nigga sound like fucking Nas.
Yeah, I was.
He practiced what he has to say. No, but seriously, come on. Timeless Truth. Shout out to Lost Professor. Shout out to everybody involved. Sean Price. I don't know what's going on, but this shit's still not over though. But my nigga, I've been
my man Paula, aka
my nigga. Day one, my nigga. Timeless Truth.
Mr. from the Incredible Hulk, man.
It's whatever Sean Price wanna say.
That's my man, though.
That's why
love is love, though. Love is love, though.
Tell me more about this Hulk. Do you know what it is?
I knew the answer to that. I'd be halfway to home plate. I've showed photographs of the Hulk to the leading anthropologists in the country. Their conclusions range from obvious hoax to freak mutation.
So he wasn't purposely created like the BTS special shit. Like the niggas say, yo, I'm about to get up with Irv. First of all, we all know who Irv is. He's bought so many Irv. It's Irv Gotti, and then you see Nas on his Instagram with Irv Gotti. Why would you say that?
He might know a dude named Irv.
Yeah. The fuck you picking up a regular Irv? You talking about the Irv?
I got a rhyme. I said I used to work for Wayne. I ain't talking about Little Wayne. I'm talking about my man Wayne B from my building. Nobody know him. I do. So it can happen. That can happen.
Shit. I don't fuck. I'm winning anyway. I'm winning. I'm winning any motherfucking way. I can't lose. Shit, you can shoot me, but you can't kill me.
The Hulk, nigga, we know who the Hulk is. You know who the Hulk is. Buy that Imperious Rux. If you buy that album, it'll tell you who your old drug is. Nas couldn't have wrote none of that. Certain lines.
Banner and his assistant denied knowing anything about it. You can call it reporter's intuition or a basically suspicious nature, whatever you want. I just wasn't convinced that Dr. Banner and his assistant were telling the truth.
Okay, so these niggas playing hardball. They just trying to throw me off like a 50-cent pitch.
So I decided to go back at night, have a look at what they were up to in that lab.
What did you find out?
Enough to convince me that I was right.
Jones in the sock, hand rap, it's over echelon. PBS throwing my special on. Sometimes I box my special to feel special, but I keep the private like private, real professional.
I've never been on live television before. I've never ever been on live television. I never ever be on live television.
2014, George Thorogood in any borough or hood. Used to bag bitches from Murrow to Madwood.
I bag bitches up in John Jay. Pickup spots for me was every high school. The high schools were it. That's where all the girls were when I was coming up.
The motherfucker say what he want a motherfucker to say. Hey, you see what I say? You see, hey, you come up here and see what hey.
Mr. Turner.
Yeah.
Stay kissing ass, that's why you say you spit crack. Your crew with you, knowing that shit whack. I get it right the first time, cause it's hard to reenact. Surprised I made it out with my integrity intact. 12 years.
I'm trying to get one of them to notice this is me on the radio. And they didn't even listen to me, man.
So Peter Rosenberg was there. Rob Markman from MTV was there. Tamron Hall was there. 88 Keys was there. It was a lot of important people there for somebody it being his first debut performance. And on top of that, what's that nigga name? John DeMoncia. He wrote the article in the New Yorker about the shit. And my nigga, you know what time it is. You know exactly what time it is. You wrote mad articles for Nas before. This nigga has an article, New Nas helps bring in Nas of old.
I was like, this is what Nas needs right now. If Nas had this record, this could be.
Why would your old drug get on the New York Times? The first, niggas can't get in the New York Times and they got platinum albums. This nigga came out of nowhere, his first performance was in the New York Times.
So it didn't matter what hotel suite I was chilling at and what bottle I had, what we were feeling, he just brought me right down to reality.
All over the album, the nigga talk about jazz people, talk about Marvel Comics. Like, my nigga, on the Driven, your pops was talking about how you love comic books, like.
But he's always looking to do something creative. That was his whole thing. So he started writing and illustrating short stories like comic books, making up his own comic books.
He'll draw a comic book, like just like a DC comic book or a Marvel comic book with his own character, his own storyline, all kinds of people in it, all kinds of villains and everything.
The Incredible Hulk was a favorite of his. And Spider-Man. He would always write stories about them, but he would always change the attitude and the persona of the character, I guess, to reflect what he saw outside.
Let's look into the Great White Hype. The nigga Drug made your old Drug made an Instagram. This nigga don't even got an Instagram. He just made an Instagram. And one ass picture in there, boom, me and Sean Price. Just one ass picture and it says, smoking a cigarette like before the big fight on the Great White Hype type of situation.
So his idea was to sort of incorporate the imagery from this movie that you can just jack all the images from. And as you were saying, it's reminiscent of what we do with hip hop. Samples. You don't have to clear those samples. You're brand new saying this on your first record. Like, what was it that made you feel that? Because that was like you felt that. I think that's why that line resonates with so many people.
Rappers think that their style is complex, they just list their names off. And that's ego trip, son, but who am I? Germaphobe, give you that with a fist.
Can we do a fist bump real quick? You can't do it? You gotta get out of here.
Go ahead.
A fist bump, sister. That's what I'm talking about.
Plan B, no plan B. The world wrong gets you right like a Zanny. Truth, Papa Bill is real. Even if they blackball us out the deal, taking them back out, are you still trying to cop a bill? Try humping, I don't even try it, I'm triumphant. Keeping it sharp, they won't be asking where my heart went. It's more present than ever now that I'm buzzing like an old ball that's fluorescent. Get going before a peasant.
I wanted you to know who I was, know what I was going through, and if I never made another album again, you would know, I recorded that time period through my words, through my...
We're gonna show a clip of actually something that Nas thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Watch you come back on some, hey, look what I found, a dope spitter from Astoria. Well, he'll get murked, but at least he'll go home with a story to tell. Play my disc and have a discussion. Tell you.
That inspired me. So my lyrics back then were like that. They were rebellious, they were enraged.
And that's alluded to in the Great White Hype, where they just made up a contender and they just built somebody up out of nowhere, and with the help of the press, certain press, they did something to make it look like somebody was worthy of something else.
Like most people forget about the things this guy has done, and this, I see people just have no respect for so many great artists that I love, so I just think it's a matter of time where they be like, Nas who? You know what I'm saying? So,
good guest, ill host. My nigga, you a guest host. You're somebody that replaces the real host. You not always the host.
The album was written all my life, I was writing it all the way up until we went into mixing.
Truth be told, some of these rhymes I spit in the booth be old, only cause it took my whole life to write them, took my whole life to write them, write them, write them, write them, write them, write them, right. This is my opening scripture. I've been preparing this album my whole life. Might be uncomfortable for most you listeners.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't even want to hear it. Hey, whatever you have to do, you do the motherfucking shit.
Your man stays working, I'm always working. You ain't gotta push me too hard like a B-74. Ever since dawn, I wonder what I became a lyricist for. The package of shit, you was like fudge rounds. You sit around and laugh and judge sounds.
I know for loser, you's a groupie. Don't blow a roadie, Brody. You ain't my Kobe. What makes you think you know the Y.O.D.? Y.O.D. Ruling the streets with an alias and they loving it. A dictator, ain't nobody calling out my government.
That's what strikes me about lines like that. Like, why was I feeling like that as such
Still gotta get back. That homie pop nice. We're busy in the lab trying to get Tony Stark's nice. No purpose time. Chill using some work. I'm not that silly looking turban right off your head. You dead on your bitch. I'm breaking those if you hot block. Say some wild stuff on this mic, but no one's heard me as a shock jock.
Going back to those lines, like I said, a lot of lines that were like shock.
Right.
Before anybody was doing these shock raps, I was doing that, like saying a lot of lines.
Serial killer who works by the phone book.
People trying to be the jerky boys, the touch-tone terrorists. All you young motherfuckers, that's the era you missed.
That to me is like, like he just cut right to the bone with that one in a good way.
You see him? I don't see him. My squad's driven, but the blessings is God-given. Just look at how good y'all's living.
This is Driven, Nas.
I know you.
Isn't it your picture in the newspapers? Didn't I see you on the video this morning? Are you not the poor victim of this horrible new technique?
The voice sample at the end of Lucy in the Store with Penny says, my nigga, there's another verse to this song, but I'm not going to play it right now.
There is another verse to that. I won't play that one, but that kind of can give you, pump you up and keep you going and everything like that.
And then at the end of U47,
on this one, you can just keep going and going and going and going on this one. And it's one of those ones where people just kind of really get into it. So that's a fun one to do there too. And so if anybody's got some deep voices, you probably want to have them sing with you.
some of them songs don't sound all finished. Like, my nigga, there's somebody else that's supposed to be on that song, and you're you have these things that's telling you that this is what's going on.
I'm sorry, Alex. This is for your own good. You'll have to bear with us for a while.
But it's not fair! It's not fair! I should feel ill when I hear lovely, lovely, lovely bad.
You must take your chance, boy. The choice has been all yours.
Hey, B, what's up?
Is the dude from the picture from the desert?
I just wanted to let you hear something really quick. I don't want to take too much of your time. I think somebody's getting at your man. Listen to this.
You listen to me. You know exactly who this is.
I mean, I thought I was crazy. Niggas is telling me that's somebody else.
Think you're crazy? I'll show you crazy.
You know who that is?
You really think that's gonna work? Try me, bitch.
Hey, chill, B, chill. You're acting crazy. Alright. Now, let's get to the Ghostface. The nigga was talking about I'm trying to get Tony Stark's knife. He's trying to allude to Ghostface, but Ghostface is also the fictional identity, and he's the primary antagonist of the Scream series. The Ghostface often calls his target or threaten them while using a voice changer to hide his true identity. The antagonist may also represent a major threat or obstacle to the main character by their very existence without necessarily deliberately targeting him or her. The identity has been adopted by the primary antagonist of each successive film to conceal their identity prior to being revealed in each film's final act. I think it's a couple of drugs, but I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna deal with this drug right now.
It could be over any minute. So go after it now. There are no rules. There's no rules because the guys with the rules were slain. The guys who played by the rules got dealt with. So there's no one to trust.
So he says, since the face been revealed, the game got real. And that's a line from Ghostface from Apollo Kids. Since the face been revealed, game got real, radio been gassing niggas, my imposters scream they ill. Why would your old drug quote a Ghostface line that's bigging up imposters?
Where I was taken to, brothers, was like no cine I ever visited before. I was bound up in a straitjacket, and McGulliver was strapped to a headrest with like wires running away from it. Then they clamped like lid locks on my eyes so that I could not shut them, no matter how hard I tried. It seemed a bit crazy to me, but I let them get on with what they wanted to get on with. If I was to be a free young Malchik again in a fortnight's time, I would put up with much in the meantime, oh my brothers.
So Pete Rose, you got the Pete Rose jersey on. He's a player manager, he's a pinch hitter, he's a switch hitter. This nigga, he's a guest host for WrestleMania 14, where he wasn't welcome sight. People was not fucking with him at WrestleMania, and he was a guest host. That's how the fuck we felt at the Your Old Drug Show. When we was at the Your Old Drug Show and we seen fucking Your Old Drug with a Pete Rose jersey, we was mad at that nigga. Like, this was WrestleMania and you're not supposed to be here. Like,
WrestleMania 14. Boston's fabled garden was jammed to the rafters. Many in attendance that night were also long-suffering fans of their beloved but cursed Boston Red Sox. For Sox fans, baseball's all-time hit king, Pete Rose, was not a welcome sight.
Ooh, nigga, we fucking hate you, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. You not Nas. As soon as he came out, all that hate went right into his jersey.
I never gonna really say too much, man, because y'all really stupid. And I don't like talking to stupid people. Alright? You got on this bright pink shirt on, and you in jail like that cool. You stupid. Alright? Go home, tell your mom you love her. Go do your homework or something. Go do some homework for your sister. Just do something, because you're stupid.
Your Old Drug is about to start writing novellas. Your Old Drug album is a Nas novella. That shit is, by definition, a novella is restricted to a single suspenseful event, situation, or conflict leading to an unexpected turning point, provoking, logical, but surprising end. This nigga's doing the Nas novella. It's called Your Old Drug, Your Old Friend, Life is Good, I Am Your Old Friend. It was written, I am your old friend and life is good and shit like that. You can make little paragraphs and shit with them shit. The nigga named all his album and them shits connect like Legos and shit. So when you talk about you got zebra cake, that's because you and this white nigga is getting bread together. And then when I was talking to Sean Price, he was like, yo, I heard your Old Drug album, that shit got 17 tracks. So then me being the Mr. McGee that I am, I said 17 tracks. Let me remember why he said that. Then I came home and I looked at the Master Pill track listing for their compilation and that shit got 17 tracks.
What did he just say?
I died in a car accident.
You died in a car accident?
Yes.
Explain that.
I'm like, yo, I need to get to the bottom of this because I'm sitting here. I got my little cousin, I'm like giving her a bath and shit, and I'm sitting here drilling her about your old drug. I'm like, yo, I need to get this shit off my chest. Like, let's talk about drugs, okay? Why not? Because you don't think it's Nas? You think Nas wrote that at least? Should I diss drug on the takeover beat? No. How about that one for all performance? You fucking with that shit? Did you really rip it or no? Should we trust DJ Skizzy? How about LTRC? I'm saying so Drug ain't not so supported. Okay, let's talk about Gunsmoke. So now in Gunsmoke, he makes a reference to Sonny Crockett of Miami Vice, right? Everybody's, oh, Miami Vice, that's hot. He said, first of all, he said he got a Miami Vice grip. He wrote Miami for Will Smith and Left Eye. Left Eye was on that shit. He wrote her shit too. Now, how that shit connects to Nas is in a lot of ways, but we're gonna deal with Miami, the song. So he writes some shit for Left Eye, and then he used that Knifeful, Eyeful shit that he used on this new shit that he got from, what you would call it, Ice Cube. But it's like, my nigga, now you saying shit to Ice Cube, bro, but you wrote something for Left Eye that was like the Ice Cube shit, so now you tied it all together by saying I got a Miami Vice grip. And you could just say like, oh, like I got a grip and that's all I meant, but just saying all these things in one because they all interconnected a little ass web of fucking some deep lyrical esoteric shit that Nas is into right now that we just, you have to understand what the man is saying because he's going deep.
I almost dedicated a verse to that issue. But I managed to just keep it in there, just slip it in there really quick.
In the pilot episode, the nigga Sonny Crockett he's on the trail of a Colombian drug lord. So he's on the trail of a Colombian drug lord. Let me guess, that nigga name is Nas Escobar. So he's on the fucking trail for a Colombian drug lord, and then the other guy, Tubbs, he was looking for somebody else, and then it turns out that they was looking for the same person. Just like he said, tricks is up the sleeves is not where I kept the tricks. So when you think that you call his trick, the nigga's not talking about that. He's talking about some deeper shit.
Hey yo, you know Drews, I specialize in G-Pack rap. With loot action, serving the compact. Feel like old straps, submachine gun rap. Gap Black or Willie Hutchback, the flag jacket make the Uzi look crack. And that's true religion, but Marco Polo vision getting too close. I had to switch the style up and get ghosts.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? Y'all niggas acting like y'all niggas ain't heard that your old drug is not Nas. This shit ain't affecting y'all niggas' lives. We wrote in the description, if you're not Nas, give us our fucking money back, Webster Hall. We clearly wrote Nas. Nas. Then he came out, he was like, look, I sound like Nas. Shut the fuck up, nigga. I don't care if you sound like Nas. We want Nas. He kept rapping. After a couple of songs, he probably looked at it, like for a split second, he looked at me, he's like, I'm sorry, I'm not Nas. Like, he gave me that look. I was like, alright, whatever, nigga. Nigga went backstage, everybody's like, I think he's getting Nas. That nigga finished, niggas was like, niggas was looking mad hard at every corner of the stage to see if Nas would pop up. Yo, keep your eyes peeled. Niggas is looking mad hard. Niggas is like this. Where the fuck is Nas? Where the fuck is Nas? Oh look, that's a Hennessy bottle. Nas is somewhere. Nas is somewhere over here. This is Wild Rabbit Chase. It's a Wild Rabbit Chase. It's a Henny bottle. They just left the stage and let the beat play while the whole crowd looked at the empty stage and everybody was looking for clues. We was like, where the fuck is Nas? Yo, Timeless Truth, right? They was like, y'all getting ready to see a historical performance. I was like, yeah, it's Nas, nigga! You should have gave everybody their money back and then be like, yo, whoever want to pay me for this show, y'all can pay me now. I would have walked away like, nigga, you ain't Nas. The fuck I'm gonna pay you for? You tricked us. The nigga just did a song with Prodigy. Prodigy didn't even come to the performance. You know why you not performing with him? Because you did a song with Nas, but it's an old drug show. You feel me? Prodigy ain't crazy. I throw fucking TV at your old drug. Why would you purposely put a whole bunch of Nas references in your rhyme and then turn around and be like, well, why would you think I'm Nas? If Nas didn't write it, his lyrics are just all fugazi, and we truly entered a new stage of hip hop where people don't care that shit is blatantly fugazi. Now, if Nas doesn't write your rhymes, we don't want to hear your shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm not supporting no fake Nas. I like Nas. I don't need Nas to be your old drug for me to like the nigga. The show never really ended. If we go over there, that beat is probably still playing. It's probably still 12 people waiting for Nas. Niggas was out there. We all felt like, what are we doing here? We're bugging out. What Drug is doing is not cool for hip hop if it don't have nothing to do with Nas.
I'm gonna come up there right now and I'm gonna fucking stuff that thing up your fucking ass.
Go fuck yourself.
No.
Go fuck
you
yourself.
You are the most disrespectful son of a bitch.
Go fuck yourself, Cuffy.
You have no respect for yourself.
Go fuck yourself, Cuffy.
I find that on YouTube, and it's gonna go right up your fucking ass.
You know, like, I'm gonna get busy with my name on the marquee. You're talking about Biz Markie. You did a song with him, he supported you, but you also have a movie which is on a marquee. Like, all of these things allude to this. And Lana Del Rey, in her album Ultraviolet, she received attention for taking a less is more approach to promoting the album. She did not promote the album with television performances or interviews, instead relying on a couple of print interviews, music videos, and social media. But you got a new project, you putting out track listings with names of people that's on the track, but you didn't even put out the name of the tracks. You know why? Because some of them songs is from your old drug and he don't want to fuck it up. Because in reality, since I've been Googling all of this, most of the people that he names are people with bad record deals or got jerked or got fucked over. And I actually learned a lot of shit by Googling this shit just to figure out that it's Nas. But he also said, Nas, I've been a beast, man. And that's another comic book character. Beastman is a superhero Skeletor sidekick. And despite his loyalty, he clearly resents being bossed around by Skeletor and secretly desires to someday overthrow his master. Beastman's background is never mentioned in the cartoon, although the Sirius Bible states a surprising origin for him, explaining he was once a thuggish human from Earth called Biff Beastman. The shit really say that.
Whose idea was that? Was it yours? Somebody's. Can't remember. Someone in Massacre.
Drug said, I won't rhyme about Balenciaga. Back in 1957, Balenciaga famously decided to show his collection to the fashion press the day before the clothing retail delivery day. Not the standard 4 weeks before the retail delivery date. The fashion industry followed at the time by keeping the press unaware of the design of his garments until the day before they were shipped to the stores. He hoped to curtail ongoing piracy and copying of his designs. So everything about this is Wikipedia. Learn how to Wikipedia. You know, you can learn a lot of shit. You start learning something and then you're like, damn, I don't even know about this. You can go into that and then keep going. You can learn everything you want. liquor, weed, and Wikipedia is all you need. The nigga told you something. One of the things that stick out on his Wikipedia is though, although it is documented that Elroy James performed with Sonny Boy Williamson II, it is unclear which, if any, of Williamson's early recordings include James as a sideman. It is also unclear if James performed on additional recordings. It need to be addressed, but y'all niggas need to Google this. Grandma on drums is another thing. When you put in grandma on drums on the internet, is an old lady. She was fucking playing the drums, and she became famous, and nobody knew who she was. And then she came back because she didn't even know about YouTube. She just somebody put her on YouTube. She didn't even know. Next thing you know, she's famous.
Fuck going on, yo?
What's up, dude?
It is mad nice out here. It's mad bitches outside. This shit is popping out here. How gentle though, my nigga?
I gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
So what you got going on over there? You lifting weights, you reading books, you making shanks, you running nigga. What you doing?
I got to go, man. I can't stand this shit. I gotta go. I got shit I got to do, man. It's been a day already.
Okay. Let me ask you though, niggas is asking about your pet rabbit. Nobody feeding that shit. What you want niggas to do with that shit?
No. We gonna take care of that shit when I get home.
By the way, you know it's probably not a good time, but you think your old joints is not?
I'm ready to get the fuck out of here, man. That's about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just holler at you. Also, Free Turkey. This is courtesy of my nigga that I met at the line. His name is Max Righteous. And he just put me on to the Free Turkey. Free Turkey, he's one of Nas' people. Nas mentions Turkey on Second Childhood. He says Little Turkey. And on Queens Get the Money, he says where Turkey went. Free Turkey is, the sample to Free Turkey is One Love. Free Turkey is an ode to his man in jail. He's talking about his man being behind the G-wall and shit like that, and he cleverly hit it, making you think that that he's talking about a turkey. Like, oh, like, yo, Nas is talking about, like, he's giving out free offerings, or like that saying of saying free turkeys and shit like that, because you're like, oh, you know, like he just was giving up his services for free. But this is like One Love remix, and it's Free Turkey. Like, he's saying free his man Turkey. Like, the shit on Billboard.com that's saying the same story as the BET shit is saying that he's about to put out the Lost Tapes 2 album on Mass Appeal. That's why you haven't spoken on it. I'm still trying to understand if we should be mad at you or if we should just think that you're a genius. Like, it's been fun deciphering your lyrics and going through it, going on Rap Genius, going on Wikipedia, and just learning random shit. I really appreciate that, but I also don't appreciate, like, the funniness of it, because you know it's not even fair to the real fans of your real fans to feel like they're stupid because they know your lyrics and like your spirit, like with how you would come off. You feel me? Like, don't be mad at me because I know that how you would sound. Like, that's another thing we notice. Like, you put your name in the rhymes. You put Ill Will up in there a lot of times in the rhymes that you write for other people. So we like, oh shit, this nigga's out here saying ill will and different things of that nature. We notice it all, my nigga. Like, we're students. We appreciate the art, we respect it, we're on it, my nigga. Like, we're not stupid, we're rap geniuses. I'm about to go on Rap Genius and I'm about to annotate your whole fucking shit. And I'm gonna get like 300 million points. There's another clincher, like the nutty bars with the girl, the picture of the girl. That the story behind that was that that's the guy's granddaughter, and her family didn't know that she was gonna be the logo for the cookies till the day that the cookies were being pressed up. Balenciaga, Nutty Bars, Little Debbie, them shits is the same thing. You're old drug. You our old friend. I recognize you, my nigga. You that nigga that was sneaking a fucking Uzi in your army jacket lining type shit. And if you were trying to teach us something about the people that's involved in the shadiness of the music business, I appreciate it. But other than that, you need to fucking tell us that it's you. Because everybody could see that it's Nas and Nutty Bars. Everybody can see that. Nobody's stupid. You like, I'm trying to look at this shit and I'm like, how the fuck does it got to do with Nas? When you see my picture on our cartons, you can be sure that my grandfather's high standards have gone into the baking. Yo, last week we was at the studio watching this nigga perform. Last week that nigga was at the studio rolling dice in the middle of the game for whatever reason. He didn't even bet or nothing. He He just was rolling dice. He was like, yo, Sean Price, give me some street cred. Let's roll some dice.
He really wanted to understand that it's beyond, it's not possible. I get it, Sometimes I think too much. It doesn't stop.
Maybe when people are saying like, yo, I sped up or I corrected the version, it's two different versions. Your version and it's the Nas version, and it's causing a lot of confusion. But you can't hide the fact that the sped up version is really Nas, and everybody's like, yo, that sounds just like Nas. Everybody that I let hear the sped up version is saying it's Nas, but maybe the other version is not even the same version, and that's why we don't think it's Nas, or we're hesitant to agree that it's Nas because it's just different things going on that's too shady to understand.
Yep. So he's going. That was his idea for Represent. That's his idea. Yeah.
He got caught up in the wrong situation. I'm sorry he had to go through that, but he passed through a lot.
Just know that this nigga figured out everything that you were trying to do piece by piece, because I'm not a dumb nigga. Kiki Breathe Life is not a lost nigga. We're not here being lost. We're not none of that. We're out here doing investigative reports because we love our culture and we're trying to make sure that somebody is not pulling a fast one on us.
You know what I'm talking about.
They would rather promote some bullshit like Iggy Azalea than some real shit like Nas, because it's not really about the music, it's about what's the most profitable thing for the label.
Alright, check this out. I've been promoting this big announcement for a long time. By the way, fresh out the gym, taking a walk. But this big announcement is coming Monday. Be ready.
So now the clincher is, it's September 12th, it's coming up, it's getting closer to the date, more shit gotta develop, so here come Nas. Oh, I'm on Schoolboy Q's studio song. Right? It seems like a normal situation. Schoolboy Q, he's doing his thing, he's on the song, Nas gets on the remix. Nas, like the real Nas, not your old drug, the real Nas, without the disguise.
Finished up my new album, single about to be dropping. Last album on Def Jam, and I got so many options. Maybe I go to Vuitton, Allen O'Reilly on arm, couple cigars. They be like, aren't you Nas a man? I just say nah. They say I know you a star. They say I know who you are, but I'm really late night in the stew.
Same lyrics, so everything is woven into the lyrics. Everything I saw, everything I was around became the material. So.
We was chilling, I'm busting my fucking head, I'm like, yo. I'm like, Kiki, do you really even think that Nas is still your old drug? And Kiki said, yo, he just performed at the studio. He just performed at the studio at Webster Hall. You try to, once again, throw your little esoteric, I'm late night in the stew. So you didn't even think, because if you say I'm late night in the studio, you'd be like, nigga, you just performed at the studio, or your Milli Vanilli, your agent performed at the studio. You told on yourself, like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I want to give a shout out to Kiki Breathe, like, he stuck with me through this whole fucking ordeal, and we just want to end this. We just don't ever. This shit is so sickening that we like, yo, my nigga, we need a drug break. Like, we know every single lyric to that shit, and every day we wake up and it's like, oh shit, I know what he's talking about. Like,
and now that you look back on it, do you feel like you have a better understanding of why you were in that place or why you felt that way, or?
I don't. If I see y'all again, I'm gonna slap out one of y'all stupid ass. All right? Especially you, cause you a blood. And you, cause you just stupid.